Hey there, angry faithful. I just wanted to drop in, bend your ear a little bit, get your attention. So if you're not listening, drop what you're doing and pay attention to me because I'm here to inform you that not only can you get your daily, maybe if you're binging it, I'm not sure, that's entirely up to you, but you can multiply your doses of angry me fuckery by paying attention to all of the platforms upon which you can find either the dulcet tones of my voice and David's voice, or my pretty face and David's not so pretty face. Anyways, digressing, we not only we are on YouTube, we are on Spotify, we're on Rumble, we're on Google, Apple Podcast. We have a TikTok page. We're on Twitter, Instagram, and of course, Facebook. So if you find yourself fuckery deprived, curl up with a nice hot mug of shut the fuck up and just listen. Open those ear holes and be prepared to be cream pied like it's the first time. Thanks for listening.
Welcome to What the Hell, comedy before the show. I guess 6. I've been doing I numbered them since I started doing it with the
We
comments.
say sex like this. We hold up our fingers and say it like that to
you're doing
confuse
the
people.
You're doing sex is like what? German or is it Spanish? I forget.
Seis is Spanish.
Seis is Spanish.
Uno, dos, tres,
But
cuatro, cinco, seis.
sex is actually, I think, German or something like that. Is sex German for 6?
Damn, I'm German, but I thought I just made that up. I don't speak German, so that'd be the one word
No, I had
that du hast mich that I know and understand in fucking German.
Whenever I went to other countries and everything, I learned like a little bit of the language and everything, and there we go. That should work a little bit better for you. I'm watching the sound as I'm doing it.
Okay, yeah, I also had the cord on my legs, so I moved that. I think that was what it was.
But this is the general manager of the bar that lets us do our comedy and basically mess around up here for jokes and everything. So, I mean, I was like thinking the first time that we talked, we were talking about comedy and everything like that, and then you literally like manned up, so to speak, and it's like I'm gonna get us some comedy.
Yeah. Usually I don't talk about shit unless I'm ready to be about it. Like, I'm like, okay, the idea's there. I feel like I can do this. I have a lot of faith in myself. And I have a lot of faith in situations when it comes to myself. But
It's like some idiot getting asked to do a 30-minute show and doesn't have a 30-minute show, and you're like, I can do it. I feel you.
look, hey, that confidence gave you the confidence to get up there and fucking do it.
It's one of those things. It's like, I'll do it, and I'll do it sober. That's even worse.
Yeah, oh my gosh. I felt so bad that I asked you to.
I didn't feel bad. It was one of those things. I was like, I'm kind of curious too. It's like it's like the whole situation's to where you don't know until you do it.
Yeah, I didn't know what the top of the roof of this bar looked like that day until I fucking got up there and.
Yeah.
I was like, if I fall on this roof, the chances of me falling through this roof are probable, considering it was almost like walking on a trampoline, but not as.
Oh.
Like it was squishy when I stepped.
Yeah, because it's mostly most of the businesses and everything. Instead of using like the tar paper, they use actual tar. That's what you're filling up there.
Okay, well, I am a little bit scared of heights. And then I had the one job. If you have one job, just do that one job. I had like a 6'5", 100-pound, maybe, like he was like a skeleton, standing at the bottom of the ladder so that when I came down off the roof, somebody could hold the ladder. Well, guess who was on top of the roof when I got back to the ladder? I was like, oh
Did
my
you pick
gosh.
somebody? Did you literally pick somebody that was skinnier, not less weight than you?
He was
just to
about the
hold-
size of the damn ladder itself.
Oh wow.
But yeah, I mean, your only job is to hold this fucking ladder. Don't be curious. Don't try to be a man right now. Stay on the fucking ground. I don't need the liability. And then I come back and there's a whole fucking drunk liability on the roof and I can't get off. I was like, I hope that this celebration of life is the only one that I have to do it for a little while today. Like, I literally felt like I was going to fall through the ceiling in the middle of it.
I got that after you were so out there, just like boom, pinging and everything like that, and I was like, she's not paying attention to anything around here. Around this place, I don't have any problem.
I was paying attention to everything was the problem, and I knew I had a 17-hour shift to make it through. So it was hot, and man, it's hard to book artists and like keep up with that. I literally had a week and a half to pull everything I pulled off that day out of my ass.
You know, it's really sad, and I just found this out like after the fact, after I told one of my coworkers what was happening. He's like, well, we have a band. I got a couple of friends that have bands. And he didn't, I was like, oh, okay. That's good to know now.
We actually had two musicians that didn't show up that day. And it's hard to book a band and deal with all that anyway. And we literally had different performances once an hour from 11 a.m. until 2 a.m. For 15 hours. I was nonstop swapping music acts. And half of them didn't follow the simple directions of bring your sound. So thank God for Greg Neth, because he stayed and ran sound for everybody after him. And thank God for you. I'm sure we could have done it. Like, we could have just thrown some regular house music on, but I was trying to keep the family entertained, which was crazy that he had more family here than he had friends here, and kind of sad.
Well, I don't know why. It's depending on the person and everything. Like right now, I look back on this now. I don't have a lot of friends. I just figured out. I was like, no, I got a lot of people to come out and do stuff. I mean, he's a friend of mine. He comes out, and I got another friend of mine that helps me out whenever I need it. But like diehard friends that are, I was like, I got like probably about 4 to 5.
Dude, I'm sure that there will be more people who show up at my funeral that don't like me just to see how many people actually showed up
Or
at my
just
funeral.
make sure you're dead.
Right. Yeah, there are like a couple bars that you can go to here in town that I've never done really anything negative. There's so many people that talk about me negatively that don't have any valid statement as to why they talk negatively about me.
Well, what was it? I think it was Edgar Allan Poe. When he passed, the person that hated him the most did an autobiography of him. That's why we got a lot of stuff that bad things coming from Edgar Allan Poe. And that's the case. You'll find out that your worst enemy is the one
that's your biggest fan.
that
Those are
literally
free fucking
knows
billboards,
everything
man. I'm like,
about
thanks
you.
for the advertising.
Yeah, and it gets around. It's like I had contacted one person, and I was like, oh yeah, I know you're doing this, and I know you're doing that, and I know you're doing this. I was like, oh, that's cool. We don't talk. Why is that? I was like, oh, I just don't really like you as a person, but you have very interesting stuff. I was like, oh, okay. I
That's
guess
what
I
you
get
call
that.
a fan, not a friend.
Yeah.
You have fans.
Well, I have actual fans that are actually really great friends. I mean, Maria, you've seen her. She's fucking wonderful. She's become part of my family to the point to where you missed the act. I'm not going to do it now because we're filming on your Facebook Live. Because
That's not Facebook. That's Clapper.
Oh, what the hell is Clapper?
It's like the reason TikTok had to change all their rules
Oh.
Like, they used to only allow 1-minute videos. You used to have 1,000 followers in order to go live, something else in order to monetize.
Oh.
This place,
Well, there's
free
another one.
speech platform.
There-
You can have a store and sell T-shirts from day one. You can go
Oh,
live
wow.
and monetize from day one. I
That's
was
like,
on there for 4 months and had 30,000 followers.
That's like because I put our stuff on Rumble, and there's another one I was gonna try to do, but I still haven't figured out how to work all the components on it and everything. But it's called Hashtag, and it's the same thing as TikTok, but it's for adults, and it's not like
Well, this is too. I have my
sexual
OnlyFans
stuff
in
and
my
everything.
link.
And you can't say that.
Oops.
Oxford Foxtrot. We call it Oxford Foxtrot on our. I mean, that was one thing I actually wanted to talk to you, because I can't find anybody that actually will talk to me about all that kind of stuff and what you have to do just to work it out. Because it's not that I'm interested because of the site. I'm interested because all the
Is that
business.
a Facebook thing that you can't mention it, or?
Facebook, Instagram.
Oh yeah, they're Nazis.
TikTok, and there's some weird stuff going on TikTok, and it's the reason why I wish there.
That okay. That
Have you read the agreement,
I have not. I don't.
dude? They are allowed. Basically, it's the same thing of Huawei, the phone. The reason why we can't have the Huawei phone here in the United States is because it collects so much data. Your mic's
Yeah.
always on. Your all this stuff is always yeah.
Ew.
Same thing with TikTok because it's a Chinese company.
Well,
But it's one of those things people are making. I even said this today. A lot of people will give up a little bit of their freedom just so they can feel safe, or they can make a little bit of money. Because I
remember that's why they were going to ban it, right?
Yeah,
They were
that was
in
the whole thing.
process of that. That's so bizarre, but like literally, it doesn't matter if you have TikTok or what, because we can be talking about Pizza Hut, and I bet you within the next 2 or 3 days, we have a Pizza Hut Facebook ad pop up in our news feed.
no,
We just talk about wanting to order a pizza
I had-
enough, it will happen because
no.
it's happened.
no, it's happened.
creepy.
It has happened. Because me and a friend of mine at my apartment one time, we were just talking about War Games, the old movie, and how I think they had like a newer movie come out that was a remake or a reboot or whatever you want to call it. And me and him both went, as soon as he left, I went on YouTube, started looking up some stuff. He gets home, he calls me up, it's like, hey, dude, you know what's really strange? I was like, what? There's a lot of stuff about the movie War Games coming up on my feed and everything now. I'm like, you too? And it was, my phone's the only one that was on. It's super scary.
I
And
looked up stuff on Amazon and then started seeing it. Like when I was looking up stuff for the movie that I was doing before I told that guy to pack his bags and go back where he came from.
good movie or actual movie?
An actual movie. Like, good movie. But, no, it was,
Was it corn?
it was.
And yet that's
it was
another thing.
Sick.
That was another thing you had to say. It's like a lot of TikTokers now that are in the corn industry. That's what they had to say with.
Yeah,
the,
I wonder if that band's pissed off about that.
Probably not. And they're like, there's a lot of people looking up corn now. This is great. This is fun, fantastic.
Chutes and ladders.
Yes. Shoot. Was that another one?
Ring around.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Gotcha.
The fucking bagpipes, man. Yeah,
No.
I got kicked off at TikTok because I climbed on my bathroom vanity in a pair of booty shorts. And as soon as I went to put my makeup on, the power went out. And I just said, that was creepy and just justification that the world cannot handle two of me. And that, I got banned. They deleted my whole TikTok. I'm like, but you got little girls doing these TikTok dances to these
There-
slob on my knob, bounce that booty, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, they're
there's the
minors.
same thing on Twitch. And my co-host from my other shows and everything, he had he was recording, and one of his kids just walk in and kids, they don't have a shirt on, or they're just in their underwear or whatever like that. They banned them because of that. And I'm like, he didn't have a shirt on? I was like, yeah, that it was age restricted because there was someone without a shirt on. I'm like, really? It's like, yeah. I'm like, fuck that shit. It's getting to the point where it's just
They worry about stuff like that, but yet they condition the fuck out of our children.
yes,
They're like, you can't do it, but we'll do it for you.
yeah. You're not making enough money.
Don't make it public that we're all fucking creeps. We'll do it secretly, guys.
Well, it's like Riley Reid was on a episode of The Portal. Portal is actually just really scientific community, smart stuff, okay? And she was talking about Obama's thing to where, like, banks and everything like that, to get that money or save money in the bank or get a loan, and then you actually say, hey, this is what I do, and they won't give you a loan because it's they don't know if the U.S. government had a policy or a law that restricted banks giving loans and everything like that to people that make their money off of the industry. And I looked it up and I was like, you gotta be shitting me.
The adult industry dates back to the times of Jesus.
No, what's even worse is after she said that on that show, I was like, well, let me do some more research on it. I started doing a little bit more research. It's like before 1910, which they actually started the act of what they called white slavery, which is prostitution and everything like that. There was prostitution in every town almost. If you had a big town, you at least had one brothel. And what I found out is a lot of the times the brothel was the ones building the churches, building the schools, building all kinds of stuff, building the stuff for the community because
Well, inevitably
sex
it
sells.
still does that
Yeah.
because the amount of taxes we have a poll tax in Illinois. Like, dancers have to pay a poll tax.
poll tax.
Our bodies get taxed by that poll. My MCL, my ACL, my neck, my hips, like all of it are screwed for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
But let me pay a tax so that I can use that pole. Because you're not going to get enough out of my medical bills. Just saying.
But no, it was just one of those interesting facts that I just learned, and as soon as I tell people that, they're like, "Dude, you're way too much into porn or anything like that." It's like, no, it's an interesting subject that you okay. Think about it this way: it's easy for me to sell my body, and and the way I sold my body was through the government, to where I would take a bullet for my country.
Right.
But it's harder for men or women. It doesn't really matter. This is gender fluid shit. That it's easier for a man or a woman to take a bullet for their country, but something that usually you get for free anyways, you can't sell.
You
I
also
always-
can't collect rainwater.
Yeah, what was that? That's California that does that.
I'm pretty sure that's everywhere.
No, Texas is not. Texas can collect rainwater. Yeah, you don't get taxed for anything.
I'm going to have to look it up because in the state of Texas, you cannot walk barefoot in public unless you have a permit.
I don't think
It's a
anybody-
$5 permit.
Okay, in this town, and I
You
found
got to
this.
register your feet, folks.
No, you can get arrested if they actually invoke this law. If they still have it on the books, you can. If I spit on the concrete, I can spit in the grass. I can't spit in the concrete. In Wichita Falls, you can get arrested.
I do believe that it is legal, however, to walk around topless in the state of Texas.
It is.
You just can't walk barefoot without a permit.
That in Oklahoma. Yeah.
Let the puppies go free. Huh?
You can't walk around barefoot?
You cannot walk around barefoot in the state of Texas legally unless you have a permit through the courthouse, and it's $5 to register your feet, sir.
Look that up and see if that's actually real. I'm curious.
I
now.
found it on Google when I searched stupid
Yeah.
laws.
Yeah, everything on Google's true.
No, there were several. Whatever.
I believe you.
I believe I can fly.
But no, it's just like a lot of strange things for like for a while they got it off the books that anything but missionary position. Missionary position is the only thing that's legal in Texas.
So
Sodomy is
I
illegal
got
in Texas.
my bag of Rubbermaid toys stolen one time on tour, and then learned that if I reported it, I could likely be ticketed or incarcerated because there were more than 5 in that bag.
Fucking hell, really? Where was this at?
Down by the valley. I was on tour,
Yeah.
and I had gotten off at the end of the night, and I put all of my money and my panties and my Rubbermaid toys in my bag, along with
I
my
wanna see
power
the person that
tools,
actually
because
pulled that
they needed the batteries charged. Not the Rubbermaid toys, but my power tools needed the batteries charged for my shows the next day. And I was playing.
Drinking beer while standing up is illegal? Fucking
While
hell.
standing up?
Yeah, standing up.
Is that why bars have chairs?
I guess that's the reason why you have to have chairs at bars. That's so weird.
Are you sure it doesn't say standing upside down? It says you cannot drink beer standing up.
No drinking the beer while standing and 9 other strange laws. I'm just gonna read through that.
Okay, let's get back to this while you look that up.
Standing upside down would make sense. They don't want you to
Yeah.
die, and people are idiots.
The what?
You guys have me look at all these strange laws now. What the hell?
Yeah, yeah. That's the reason why the show's called What the Hell, because sometimes we ended up talking about stuff. It's like the strange thing I was talking about like Sunday that I'm going to do an episode about dungeons. Not the Dungeons and Dragons one that I'm really interested in, but the other one.
Oh, that one I'm really interested in.
No.
But
Oh, what do you-
security.
I
I also won't go to a swingers club without security, and I still have never been to a swingers club because
No, I was gonna-
I don't trust my security yet.
No, I was going to ask you this because she was telling me about there's a dungeon in Oklahoma City, and I wanted someone to go with me because I wanted to actually talk to the people, like do an actual interview and everything like that. Not do it because she was like, well, you can go up there and you can pay to observe. It's like I'm one of those people that I do not. I understand the
So
concept
is
and
it
everything
like a
like
corn dungeon?
yes.
Hell yeah.
But I'm one of those people that I might joke around about it, but I don't really have an interest in hurting my partner in that way. I understand the concept and everything, but it's just if I have a partner and everything like that, basically right now I'm by myself, but you know, I'm the best partner I have right now. But it's one of those things that I want to dive in and get like notice out because so much bad stuff. Because the only thing you see on those type of things, and I know it's a stress release for some people, both the sub and the dom, it's stress relief for them,
Yeah.
and it's one of those things that.
And some of it, even too, is therapy, and that's what I talked to the psychology students at MSU about when I did guest speaking at a spot out there about adult entertainment. Is a lot of these people that seek out stuff like that were traumatized as a child, similar ways,
Yeah.
and they want to have control of it.
Yeah, exactly.
They want to find comfort with it and have the control of
See,
it.
that's the reason why I'm going to talk to her, not next week, probably the week after, and it was she's the girlfriend of the cosplayer that was on the show Sunday, and we went to eat. Funny thing is we went to eat, and she was sitting right behind a family, and we were just conversating about this stuff. I was like, you just see this little girl just every once in a while look up, going, I'm like, this is, you know what? Okay.
Where did you go? You went to what?
What side did you go to, Michael?
No, you.
Oh.
You went to what?
Oh, I went to Buffalo Wild Wings.
You went to eat?
Yeah. I took him out to eat for coming on the show.
You said it twice with like the most southern draw. You're like, I went to eat.
I'm
Like to eat.
I'm from fucking Texas. We have this southern drawl, man. All right.
Sorry.
Were you getting a little moist off of that? Just the southern drawl? That's
Well,
the
I
reason
mean,
why
I
you
do
did
have
it?
a bunch of wood in my ass right now. Splinter City in these damn yoga pants. I'm not even gonna lie. That's why I quit trying to move around and get comfortable because it wasn't very comfortable. And I tried to get the piece out, and there are a lot of them. So
Yeah, dry wood is never good up your ass, from what I'm told.
it's very prickly.
Maria's
That
gonna
laugh would
die.
have killed my ears if you would have been in the mic. Oh my goodness.
Maria, the big fan, she's probably gonna drive off the road after she hears this. I was talking to Matt Farrell last week. That actually almost killed one of my main fan that listens to the show all the time and everything like that. And it was a joke that wasn't supposed to be a joke. It wasn't even a joke. We were talking about Gold Bond powder. That's all we were talking about. How, the benefits of having Gold Bond powder, when you're working, summer jobs or something like that. Or just stop the chafing and everything. But it got on the point to where I was talking about the medicated Gold Bond powder. Because it has, kind of a sting in it. I accidentally tried it one time down there. I was like, this is actually refreshing. And he was like, no, I'm not doing that stuff. She called me up after the episode aired. She got to that part. She's like, I want you to see something. She was on the side of the road. She had laughed so hard and was crying. She even took a picture of her face. And she was crying because she was laughing so hard just off of that joke. And I was like, but that wasn't a joke. That was actually just us talking.
That was like last week when Tulu was like, that was a statement. Why are you laughing at a statement? It
Yeah.
wasn't even the joke.
Yeah.
I think it was Tulu that did that.
But yeah, it's just so strange on the stuff that people
Maybe it
want
wasn't.
to
He wasn't
censor.
even here last week.
Totally.
Were you here for that 10-year-old little girl?
That is a statement I don't want to ever hear again. Were you here for a 10-year-old girl? For that 10-year-old girl? I was like, no.
Wayne brought his daughter.
Oh, yeah, last week, yeah. No, I remember I had a headache and I had some others.
OMG.
I had some I had some stuff I'm going through. Yeah, okay.
I told her.
Eating your neighbor's trash is apparently illegal in Texas.
We have a lot of soup kitchen around here. I'm not lying. That might also be why there's the no barefoot rule. No walking barefoot.
No windshield, no problem. You can operate a car without a windshield, but you can get a fine for not having window wipers.
Yeah. No, it's the anniversary of Ava and my mom's death. What was today's the first? Yeah, today's the day that my mom passed. And tomorrow will be. I mean, it's just.
Did you say you've been getting headaches though? Is that what I heard?
Yeah, I've been getting really bad
I
headaches.
have been getting bad headaches for like a week, and
Yeah, it's
the
only been for a week.
I said something to the karaoke guy, and he's like, Billy's been getting them too, but I think it's because of the fires that popped up here
Yeah.
recently that are close to us, because like you never know what's getting burnt in those, and it's been shit that if you have allergies or sinuses, we're not used to.
Well, I
I'm sure
usually
that's
get.
what it is, because I usually don't get headaches.
Well, I know I got a headache Saturdays because I drink beer. That
I
always
had that
good.
problem Saturday too, but that's because of Friday.
Yeah.
Actually, I might have had that problem Sunday too because of Friday.
Yeah. First one, if you can. Thanks. But how does he freaking sneak in here? I mean, I guess he
lost
does.
my top to my water.
I almost broke my neck turning around. Thank you very much, ma'am. Now my neck is sore. But no, I
Does
usually
your head
get...
feel better?
No. No, my head actually feels good. No,
Head.
teapot. Oh, God damn it, woman. Fuck.
There's gonna be a lot of bleeps in this episode.
I don't even think I got... No, wait. Hold on, I got it. You're doing a whole conversation. It's like...
Need that key. Just give me that key. I'm like,
No, this is... I
do
don't...
we have a clap in there? Where's the clap?
Oh, hold on, I got the clap.
I just made you say I've got the clap.
Oh, God.
Yay!
Yeah, you had the clap. No,
The look I just got, he's like, did she?
Okay, yeah. There's that. No, I was actually thinking about doing an episode between me and you, because you're still single, right?
Yes.
I was thinking about doing an episode on being single and nowadays with all the the social media and stuff like that compared to what we had it when we were kids, because we're about the same age. We're only like a 3-year difference.
My social media used to be really, really bad, but it really hasn't been here lately. I mean, I've blasted a lot of people for the stuff they say in my inbox. I think people are kind of scared to message me, and I also have that just don't mess with me vibe.
I have a guy down in San Antonio area that, and because of the algorithm is so weird, because he likes cosplay chicks and he likes looking at this, and because they're looking at other things, why don't you look at this? And it's mostly gay porn stuff, and he's gotten corn stuff. But no, he's actually gotten like he's like, he literally says like, I understand women totally about getting like starfishes and hot dogs all the freaking time, because they're always sending them that stuff. Just random.
I don't even like opening my Snapchat. That's where the most of it is. Like, there are so many supposed sugar mommies out there trying to adopt me. I'm starting to think that there are more sugar mommies out there than there are sugar daddies right now. I think somebody must have ate all the sugar daddies.
Because you can go to a website right now, and I'm not fucking lying about this. You can go.
We can say fucking, but we can't say OF.
No, you have to wait 30 seconds to say fucking. We've been past the 30-second time frame.
Oh, gotcha. I was calculating that in my head. Like, so there has to be a moment of silence before we say fucking.
No. No, there's...
Can we please pray about this?
There's literally websites for men that want to be sugar daddies. So the women go on that website and everything like that, and they're like, hey, I'll do this or this. And some of it, and I was looking at some of it. Some of it's like, hey, could you come by and like do my dishes and I'll pay for your cell phone bill?
And then I'm going to stuff you in a trunk, fill you full of drugs, and ship you across the border, bitch.
You know, I'm surprised, looking at all the serial killer stuff like that, I'm surprised I haven't heard anything like that yet. Because Tobu, he was friends with the serial killer. That's what I'm going to have on tomorrow. I mean, legit friends. I thought he said, he was like, hey, I know a friend of mine that got away from a serial killer. But no, it was him that apparently, and I saw the guy, I was like, Jesus, talk about a steroid-infused freaking serial killer.
Have you looked at that Busted page on Facebook? That it has all the mugshots of people getting arrested in this town?
Mm-mm.
Look at it. It looks like this town is full of The Walking Dead.
Well, it's mostly meth addicts.
He definitely gave me those vibes.
No. When I was working up at 7-Eleven for a while when I got out of the Air Force, I worked at night, so I had a conversation with the cops all the time, and they're just like, man, there's certain rules that we can't do, and we smell the meth labs just driving by them, and there's nothing we can do. And I was like, what about...
Because this makes sense. don't blow your alcohol breath out the window.
Yeah.
You might wreck into something. But you can blow the whole fucking place up. We don't care.
Well, it's not really that. It's because there's different laws when it comes to people's homes. Like, your car is supposed to be your own property, and nowadays a lot of states have included that that's your home now if you're staying in it. But because of the Fourth Amendment, anything that's considered your property that you live on, it's hard to get. You have to get warrants to go in, even if you have probable cause.
And even if you own the property and you just don't live there and some random fucking person decides to take homestead in your home, it's the same. You have to evict them.
Yeah.
One of our regular customers is going through that process right now because he's like, fuck that, I'll just come kick him out.
Yeah, I was going to
lock the door up, and the cops are like, you'll get in trouble for that. That blows my mind because he owns the place.
Yeah, I was going to see Ronnie Jackson, or congressman here, and there was a lovely black woman that was having the same problems.
It's like, you can shoot a trespasser, but if they bring their blanket and pillow there for the night, they can shoot you.
Could you imagine someone robbing your place and they brought a blanket and a pillow just to stay there for a while, and you can't do anything, and they just start eating your stuff? That's the reason why I was like, oh, if you win the lottery, you're gonna get a pack house. I was like, probably not.
Some schizophrenic guy knocks on the door and asks to
Not
use the
even that.
bathroom in a panic, and you feel bad, let him in, and then all of a sudden he won't leave. You call the cops, and he claims he lives there. He's your new fucking roommate.
Not even that. That wasn't even the case. I would be like, if the place was so big that you don't notice people or anything like that, and then one day you go down and you get like, you're going down to the kitchen and he's there eating a bowl of cereal. It's like, hey, what are you doing? Oh man, I live in one of the rooms, man. Oh, by the way, you're out of milk. When did you start staying here? Remember that party like 4 months ago? Yeah, well, I stayed. I'm like, what the? And that legitimate, because there was laws of. I was watching. I forget which movie it was. What was Kevin Costner? I think it was like 3 days left or something like that. He ended up having cancer. He was an assassin.
They're squatting.
Yeah, they were squatting in the thing, and I looked up the laws and everything evicting people like that because they were refugees, and it's literally they had more rights squatting there because they were refugees.
Then they did if a renter. If they were a renter, like that, this is so crazy.
Well, even renters, you
You're
still have
a
to give
fucking
like
criminal, but we will treat you like God for today.
even renters have like at least a 30-day notice or a 60-day notice, and even now it's really difficult only because what happened during the
COVID.
I can't even say that. I usually call it like gonorrhea because nobody really wants gonorrhea either.
Yeah, you'll be fished for false news.
Yeah. I was like, oh no, that's an even thing. If at any point in time you say, not gonorrhea, but we already established that. If you say that, you get so many fact checks and everything like that where you're looking up stuff. It's like, I was just looking to see how bad it is in my town. But I guess, what time is it?
It is 8:55.
Yeah, we can stop here.
We are gonna leave it on that.
Yeah, we're gonna leave it on that. Check y'all guys next time. But no, thank you for letting us basically take it as
Do you have a fart sound on there?
No, I
We gotta end it with a fart sound. You
I don't
just
have a- I
you
gotta
just
give
said
it
a
a fart
taboo
sound.
word. We're gonna leave it on an
You should have a timer.
STI.
Just put, no, there's an
There has to be a
hourglass
fart
that just
sound
sits
on the
there.
board.
I got
Crickets. That works. Crickets works.
All right, thank you everybody. You know, beginning of the show, where to find us and everything like that. Come out. O'Brien's always open during the week. Check this place out. She's a wonderful host to get everybody and anything out here. Well, except weird shit. But
I enjoy weird shit, but I don't tolerate weird energy shit.
yes, I love
And,
weird shit
like
too.
last night, I had to kick somebody out because he fucking stunk. Like, I'm sorry if the rest of my female customers are walking around with a can of fucking air freshener. Your beer is not worth it.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell are you guys doing? They're like, dude, that guy smells like dying flesh. And then, of course, my fun job, I had to go smell the guy to make sure it was the guy, and it was definitely the guy.
It's not as bad as the last time. Well, not the last time, but the second last time I went up to Maximus. A friend of mine up at work wanted to go up to the strip club.
Oh, good Lord. I don't know
was
if I
like,
want to hear this,
no.
especially considering we own that place, too.
No.
I spent 2 hours a day updating their
This
Facebook.
isn't. This is okay. Just listen to this, okay? We came up respectful, okay? We went up there. I was giving them dollars. I was like, just go up there. You know, I'll break the cherries for everybody. I'll go up there first. Chick, you know, gave her the dollars, put titties in front of my face, and after I got done with that, I went back. I was like, get your fucking asses up there right now, because y'all gonna have to deal with what I just dealt with. She hadn't either A, washed her bra or washed her tits, and all it was that fat smell. You know, the fat people when they have that type of smell. That's what it smelled like. Yeah.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
That's like dying fucking flesh is what that smells like.
And I had it, boom, right there.
And like cheese. It's like a cheesy dying.
Yes. Was
Oh
I
my
upset?
God.
Yes. And then then a friend of mine that went with us, he goes up there. He's like, I deserved that.
So last night I was told that it smelled like somebody stepped in dog shit. My other bartender said it just smells like a giant bug trap, like mothballs and stuff. Another one was like, it smells like rotting ass. I was like, do you guys know where the smell is coming from? And everybody was very affirmative that it was this guy. And I was like, guys. And I feel bad because I think the kid's like autistic or something.
Oh.
Or I'm pretty sure he might be homeless too. I don't know. He's been up here they usually last about 30 days if they're docile.
Oh, okay.
You know, because there has to really just be a reason I kick somebody out.
Yeah.
But I'm like, sorry, you have a beer in your hand, sir. We haven't served you any beer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the state of Texas, there's so much liability when it comes to something like that. So now this guy has something either chemically or just physically, some sort of damage to the normal functioning. He's impaired.
Yeah.
And so now we have random people in the bar giving him alcohol. So we're not the ones serving him. So then what, later in the night he acts a fucking fool and we can't figure out why and we don't know what's going on. Not fucking cool.
Yeah.
So 2 reasons. Dude, you smell like walking death.
Yeah.
Mixed with dog shit. And you are getting alcohol from someone else. Like, that's not cool. Like, first off, you're mooching off my fucking customers.
Yeah.
And he really wasn't. The people were just being sweet and getting him a drink, but I'm not driving the pity train. I'm driving the fucking crazy train, and everybody needs to remember they're the passenger in my fucking train. This is my fucking train. No, I'm kidding, but seriously, it took a lot of work to get it to where it is now. I mean, we have like 90% of the customers this week have been single women up here because they've been telling people this is the only bar we feel safe going to. And it's because I've been in the adult industry for 20 years. I pick up on all those predatorial fucking signs. And if the bitch didn't come talk to you first, leave her alone.
Yeah.
Not everybody comes to socialize with the 20-year-older fucking, you know, like, they just don't fucking do it.
I had a talk recently with somebody, and it's about, like, how I can, like, sniff out a pedophile and everything like that. It's because they're, like, super duper scary nice. And I had an instant when I was in Austin where we're just getting tickets for a movie. And a friend of mine that's a Marine, she was like, dude, you're about to kill this
You still want to
motherfucker.
keep going?
Huh?
It's 9 o'clock.
Yeah. We'll finish this up. I'll finish up this story. I was like, no, it's she brought me out by because she was about to kick my ass for acting stupid. But anybody that's like super duper nice, like, oh, I got this for you, no problem. It clicks in me, and I had to figure out where the click was coming from. And it's because when I was working as a correctional officer, those are the people that are like super duper nice and everything like that. And I finally told her. She's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I was like, "No." She's like,
Do you
learned."
want this candy?
I was like, "You want this candy? Are you okay? You doing all right?" I mean, I get that too sometimes where I was like, if I see somebody like cricking their neck or something like that, I was like, "Hey, are you all right?" And I don't do it in like a creepy voice. It's like, "Are you okay?" That's the creepy voice for me.
Do you want to come back to my van? There are no windows. We can be alone.
I'm only going to do that the third time. Last time, I had to make sure the tacos were up front. But
Yeah, I can feel the energy, what people's vibes when as soon as they walk in the door. And if I feel that energy 9 times out of 10, they don't last 20 minutes. Like, I have a lot of fun stuff that I can bring here and a lot of fun stuff we can do here, but I need to be able to make sure I manage it. And I need to go turn the bar lights on, so that's
Yeah,
our cue.
yeah, that's our
I'm
cue.
like, what just got dark?
all right,
The
everybody.
sky.
Thank you all for watching and everything. And catch us later on in next week.